Manchester United going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. A game this so far beyond the ordinary. Garnacho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bayindir is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, he has great reactions, obviously, but I think it's his reading of the game that really gives him an edge. He may be the last line of defence, but the way he communicates and organises the players in front of him means that opposition attacks often break down before he even has to make a save.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Ahmad. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he was alert to it.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Vardio. And he opts to go forward. And it's Bernardo Silva. Foden. Lobbed in behind. He can get that clear. Bruno Fernandes. And he's forced to go back. And Maguire.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
De Ligt. Ahmad. Kovacic is number 5 in the list of assists in the league this year. Haaland. He's had a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Diallo is there to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. And here's Højlund. Ruben Dias. Here's Doku. Doku doing full tilt down the left. Haaland, spread it left. Opts to play it back. And the first half is done. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then.
Manchester United really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And here's Foden. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ahmad, De Ligt, and Garnacho. Ahmad. Now that looks a decent ball. Guardiola does well to stand firm and defend it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Kovacic. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Has a look and plays it forward. Fiddles it through. He's been picked out. Bruno Fernandes. That's really nicely played. And he's really put himself on the line here. They've played it short. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Header! He will be livid with himself.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Quality ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. Garnacho. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
The goal scorer after 70
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Substitutions taking place.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Manchester United have broken through, it's 1-0.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. No, that's been intercepted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's gone loose. Oh, good ball, shots on here. Nicely spread. Bob. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. And it's Gundogan. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Grealish. Now it's Gundogan. Chooses. He's had a hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's tried one! Oh, what about that?
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Goal! Number 10.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this
So
was
there it is,
a fair
everyone.
result.
It's
Both
finished
sides showed the right
all-square.
qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.